Hey all, it's been a while since we've made a video, and it's not because we have nothing to do at Froze Bros Garage, but just that not everything is channel worthy, and so in between we get a lot of stuff done that doesn't necessarily make the channel. But anyway, on this episode, this is my own personal 79 sunroof bus, and it was a good runner, good driver, and now you can see it's totally stripped apart. It's going more than what I was hoping for, but that's how projects go. So you can see it's all stripped out. It's a 2-liter, it's just stock. It was lowered a little bit. But what started off, had some rust damage all along that inside panel, collision damage. And you can see it's got a little bit of rust here and there. But outside now, all the rust work's been done. The next step for it really is to get sandblasted. I want to get sandblasted all these edges and get that done. And local shops that I talk to, they charge about $200 an hour for sandblasting. And I understand it's gross work. I've done it myself. Maybe it's not worth $200, but sometimes in life you just got to pay the man to do it. All these little guys, those are just various Starbucks stoppers over the months it's been sitting in here. Most of those are mine, but not all. And so, yeah, we want to get going on this. But what I'm trying to do after talking to the local sandblast shop, as he gave me kind of a ballpark price, he said, if you get rid of some of the undercoating underneath, that saves a lot of time, because undercoating is hard to sandblast. So you can see in the fender wells, it's all got nice undercoating, and I want to get that off to eventually get sandblasted, and then I'll paint it again, and I'll probably put another coat of undercoat on there, but I'm going to start over so we see what we have. So he suggested, and I've seen it before on YouTube or elsewhere, just easy off product. So on this episode, we're going to see how that goes. This is my test wheel. You can see it, again, I'm not trying to get 100% perfect because we're still going to get sandblasted, but I figured I'm going to learn on this one. I'm going to show you on the other side how it actually works and how much time it actually takes, because the cameras, it's really easy to hide all that. So I hope you enjoy. I'm by no means an expert. I'm just learning as I video. You can see the pile that came off already. But yeah, maybe it's something you can use at home. And hopefully it's going to save me. I figure if it takes him even half hour to sandblast each wheel well, there's 2 hours. That's $500 in real rough money. So I can spend a few Saturdays and still be ahead of it. So hope you enjoy. So I get started by spraying this stuff on. You can see it's easy off. It says to wear goggles and gloves and stuff, and I can tell by my test panel that, it kind of burns when it hits you, so pay attention. And I do wear gloves when I actually start scraping it. So it is just, can's almost empty. Found if you put a heavy coat on and leave it, the longer you leave it, the better it activates. So, 20-30 minutes maybe, and then we'll come back. Now it's not going to scrape off, it's not going to fall off, obviously. It's just going to start scraping off, but it's just kind of like, it's just like what you use in your oven. So we'll see how this goes. All right, we're going to let that sit and then come back. One thing I was going to mention, this is an original sunroof bus, but you can see I've grafted a new roof on because my sunroof was all rotted. Obviously, the drains had been plugged and all this inner structure was just gone. Like the headliner was seriously holding it on. So maybe it sat under trees for decades. I couldn't tell you, but it is an original sunroof bus. But we had another roof section, and so grafted it in. It still needs to be finished bodywork, but and that's why it's white up there instead of this kind of what's it called, Sierra beige or whatever, sand, whatever this color's called. But that is also why I kind of took it down the rest, because if you're going to bother putting a roof back on the bus, you might as well restore the rest. So yeah, there's the color Mexico beige and whatever that says in orange, and that's the color it's going to go again. But yeah, if you're looking at that going, hey, this isn't a real thing. Yeah, it is a real. It's just been made real again. And again, because it's my own, I get to do what I want. take that long when let's get started. Key is to get a little bit of, once you break through, once you get a little chunk off, then it so what I'm using is just this guy here. It's a little scraper. So let's see how we keep going. You get the stuff splattered in your face. It doesn't feel amazing. You can see it does a pretty good job in real time. It says that was about 6 minutes worth of work. So again, not trying to get it perfect because I'm going to still sandblast, but definitely should hopefully save me some money in the long run. Okay. Let's try this one. We'll let that marinate for a little bit and then we'll come back. Okay, so here's the finished product. My total time on this side is about 2 hours. Probably 40 minutes of actually scraping and some time of waiting. And I'm old, I get tired too, so there's that. But for what I'm trying to do, which is just get it cleaned up so it can get sandblasted, I think it worked really well. Now what I did, this last part up here, I didn't actually spray any oven off, easy off on it, and just took the same scraper. And it worked well, but it's also flat surfaces. It came off in bigger chunks a little bit, but you can see also, you know, I dug into it there a little bit, which again, it's all gonna be body worked. Nobody's gonna ever see it. Nobody's gonna ever even need to know about it, except for here. But, you know, for 2 hours worth of work, or 2 hours worth of my time, I should say, I think it's going to save me money in the long run. And again, they can still sandblast it and get it down to bare metal. So my tools, and I use just a scraper, you know, pretty dull, not very sharp, not going to hurt anybody, and just a screwdriver. to get in some of the things. And I think if you had other tools, you could probably make it work a little better. Definitely want to wear gloves, especially with the easy off. That stuff kind of stings a little bit, especially if it gets in your eyes. And here's just the pile of this one fender well. So again, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out and the progress I made on it. So we'll see what we do now. I guess we'll do the other 4, get them to this point, and then eventually, if I had it up on the hoist, which is tied up right now, but then I can get to the chassis and underside and get a little bit better. There's some areas that maybe I'm going to run out of patience, and I'll just let it be. But the backside here is not going to take as long because more flat surfaces, hopefully. But yeah, learned a new trick. Yeah, learned a new trick, and I'll keep you updated. It might be on the YouTube shorts more than anything else, but keep you updated on this project. Thanks for watching.